Hey, everybody, this is Bo back in the Sports Lounge. Listen, we've got something special going on in Toledo. Tim Beckman has really put his fingers on this program, and they etched out a major mark against Colorado. Sir, very impressive.
Thanks, Bo. I can't say enough for our players, for the crowd, for the Toledo community. It was just an excellent win.
What's interesting is that I think a lot of schools and a lot of news people didn't realize you won that upset. A lot of people were talking about, did you see what happened to Toledo? And we're like, no, Toledo won. And they're like, well, you got to be kidding me. How many people have called you after that game asking for an interview?
There's been quite a few, and again, it's I guess being the head football coach, you take credit or you get credit for it, but it was the players out there playing for 60 minutes, and I can't say enough for the coaching staff because they did a great job of calling the game.
Well, as you said when we first got you on, you talked about the core individuals, the seniors and juniors that were here. You did have talent, without a doubt, on the offensive side. Now, on the defensive side, you did put through some stamps. Colorado matched you almost on every single play except the turnover ratio. Who were those guys on defense, and what was the mindset going in when you started making those stops?
Well, I think learning from the Purdue game, which we didn't play very well on defense. We are playing with some young players. We're playing with three true freshmen back in the secondary. We've got to continue to improve on defense, and we stopped the run. That was a big challenge for us this last week. They did that. We got them in a one-sided game where they had to throw the football because of the deficit they were in. So it ended up being a good day for us. Special teams wise, though, we can't turn the football over, Bo, and that's what's got our defense in four opportunities this year. We've turned the ball over on the inside the 30-yard line, and that's tough on any defense.
Absolutely, Coach. But the way you have put your fingertips on this program, the MAC has always been designed for purely an offensive team, a juggernaut, and you showed it. But with the defensive stops and the fact of shutting down their run, you really limited what they could do, and your team responded to your message on defense very well. A lot of people were talking about that. Notre Dame should have your defense.
No, I don't know about that. It's again, credit's got to go to Mike Ward and Paul Nichols, my two coordinators on defense, and got the team playing. And the kids got to believe, and that's the biggest thing that we're dealing with here, Bo, is that our senior class, we've got quite a few of them. They haven't won, they haven't had a winning season, so it's changing an attitude, and they're excited about the victory and look forward to playing the Buckeyes now.
Yeah, and I think you all should be in pretty good shape with the Buckeyes. I know they've got there was a lot of stuff going on with the USC team, but I looked at it a very young USC team. It wasn't a great USC team. It was a very mediocre USC team that just beat the Buckeyes. I know that a lot of guys are probably looking at the game film. You're cutting it up. What are you going to try to pull from this game and apply it to the Ohio State game?
Well, again, we're concerned about only what the Toledo Rockets can do. We can't control what Ohio State does. So, we've got to get better, especially on special teams, because we were terrible on special teams this last week. So we've got to be better on special teams. We've got to continue to improve on rushing the football offensively. And then defensively, we've got to continue on, getting ourselves better on rush defense. So, we're worried about getting ourselves better, making sure that we tackle and block better and do the fundamentals even better than what we need to do.
Now, I know you, Coach, is that you probably haven't had a chance to celebrate this win because you got the Buckeyes, as we spoke about, right now. But it's got to feel good to have that major win from Colorado in the belt, even though you're going to go against Ohio State, in-state rivals. Did you even have a chance to sit there and say we did it?
Well, we got off the field. The game took like forever. It seemed like to me. I think we got out of here about 2:00 in the morning, and the next morning we met the kids over here at 10 and to make sure everybody was healthy and we didn't have any new bumps or bruises. And we had a victory meal last night, something that I had kind of pulled from Coach Meyer when we were together at Bowling Green. We had when you win, you get a good meal. When you lose, you get a bad meal. So we had steak and potatoes last night, so we celebrated it. But it's time to move on, and that's college football. We've got to move on and get ourselves better this next week.
Coach, thanks for taking the time with us. We're going to check in with you in a couple weeks when you start getting into the MAC stuff. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Hey, thank you, Bo. Appreciate it, bud.
Absolutely. Tim Beckman from University of Toledo Rockets. We're memorized by the Colorado, and we're going to follow it at Ohio State. You know it by far. Take care, Coach.
Thank you.